These are my empties and purchases for the month of June 2025. I have my bin, it's almost full. I'm going to show you everything I finished, give you some mini reviews along the way, and then I'm going to show you any purchases that I had during the month of June. So if it left my collection or came into my collection, this is the video. If you like empties videos and this sounds fun to you, then stick around. Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome or welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. So if you're new, I do have $50 a paycheck put into my beauty bank. I try to stay within that $100 a month. It doesn't always happen. It rarely happens, but I do try to keep myself on track. This month is no different. I did overspend a bit. So we're going to start with something that does not count toward my beauty bank. And the things that don't count toward my beauty bank are things that I don't really have an issue with. I don't overspend. So it's the Mighty Patch Micro Point for dark spots. It came eight. It came 8 to a package. What these are supposed to do is you're supposed to put the sticker on your dark spot and it's supposed to lighten it. Well, it only came with 8. They were like $15.99. I wanted to try them. No, it did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. I will not repurchase these. I just, I thought it says your dark spot hero. There's no hero here. No, it's not a hero. It did not do what it was supposed to do. Now, I don't know how long you're supposed to be putting them on there, but I did 8 of them, one a day for 8 days. It didn't do anything, not at all. So yeah, these will not get repurchased. Now the rest of this does count toward my beauty bank. I have the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleaning Water. It's micellar water. And this is the all-in-one waterproof, cleanses, removes makeup, even waterproof mascara. This one's my favorite one. And it does. It takes off my 4 layers of mascara. I just wet down a cotton round, put them on there for like 60 seconds, wipes right off, and then I go in with my cleansing balm. So, cleansing balm. I have an empty for my Holy Grail. Get those on Amazon. It's K-Beauty. It is the Kiss One Step All-in-One Cleansing Balm. I don't know why I still have to read that off the top. It's amazing. You get over 5 ounces in this for $15.99. You might see a couple in my purchases because they did have them on sale. And then a couple more skincare items. The Vitamin C 23. This is a Super E Hyaluronic Acid Vitamin C COSRX. I got this from Leanna. When Leanna came to visit, she brought me a box of goodies in December, and I just finished it. And I had cut vitamin C out of my skincare regimen, and I did declutter and found new homes for all the vitamin C that I did have, but I did still have this, so I wanted to use it. Plus it's a scar. It's supposed to be good for scars, and I don't know that it did anything for my scars, but it did make my skin feel nice. And I'm still not going to repurchase any vitamin C. So this is the Sunday Riley Good Genes. This is a lactic acid treatment. This was lovely. I loved this. The top will not go back on because I tried to take the top off to scrape out anything that I could. Joke's on me. It's an airless pump and it's got one of those little bags in there. So, like, I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get it back in. But yes, that is empty. I loved that. I bought this on 21 Days of Beauty, Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. If I found it again on there, I would repurchase 100%. Now we have a few hair care items. Holy Grail, Bed Head, Queen for a Day, Thickening Spray. I have 2 of these in backup. You might see one of these in my purchases as well. But yes, I love this. I am not using it currently because I have a volumizer that from Alterna that I have had in my stash for a while, and I'm trying to use that up so that I can go back to this guy here. And then 2 of my favorites. This is the Marc Anthony Strictly Curls Curl Defining Lotion Humidity Shield. Locks in long-lasting frizz-free curls. Love this. It is in between, the consistency is in between a gel and a cream. I use this as my gel. I am out of it, but as you'll see as you'll see in my purchases, I will not be repurchasing this for a while because I do have my total complete Holy Grail gel that I bought. And then Marc Anthony Strictly Curls Curl Envy Cream. I buy a 2-pack of these on Amazon, and I will be repurchasing these today because there's a few other things that I did find on Amazon that I can't find at Ulta that I'm going to be purchasing. So, yes, this. In case you might want to watch it, I did a short with my midweek curl refresh, and you'll see both of these in there, and I will link it up in the cards so you can go see it. Now I'm going to makeup empties. I do have quite a few makeup empties and some really exciting ones also. So let's start with the Yensa Tone Up Primer Essential Glow. This is like a glowy primer. I've had this for a really long time. I believe I got it in a BoxyCharm, and this was on my plan to pan unofficially. Let me know if you would like me, even though I didn't do an intro for my plan to pan, I have finished quite a few items. Let me know if you want me to do like a mid-year update video. I'll do that. Just let me know. So yes, that is completely empty, and I also have another glow primer. I don't remember if this was on my plan to pan or not. I'll have to look. This is the e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer. This will be a repurchase. This is one of the things that I am going to be repurchasing today because they don't sell this at Ulta. But I will repurchase it. It is lovely. It is great for mature skin. It gives a beautiful glow without showing texture. And it's very inexpensive. I think it's like $8, I think. Hold on to your hats. I have 2 foundations. I finished 2 foundations, both on my plan to pan. This is the Purlisse Perfect Glow BB Cream, SPF 30. I've had this also for a very long time. BoxyCharm, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was on my plan to pan. And also, you guys, I'm excited about this, but heartbroken at the same time because this is discontinued. They don't sell this anymore. This is the Natasha Denona Foundation X Plus. This was too dark for my skin tone, but it was a beautiful mixer. I would mix something else in it. Sometimes this, sometimes that. But yeah, you can see the windowing. You can see it all the way down. I scraped as much as I possibly could out of it. I had it in this little Tatcha container. Everything that I scraped out, and oh, there's just a little bit left in there. That's not going to make a difference. So yes, I scraped every bit out of this that I could. Excited, but heartbroken as well. You guys, I finished a loose powder. ColourPop. This is the No Filter Loose Setting Powder. Love this so much. You can see it is completely empty. I will be reusing this packaging. I loved it so much that I went on and purchased 3 more. They were in the last chance sale. These are no longer available, which breaks my heart as well because it is such a great powder. It is blurring, it is beautiful, and it is not too pink. It's just enough pink to really brighten, but also blur everything. And I loved it. After I got this one, and I used it and loved it, I went back on the last chance sale, ColourPop, and purchased 3 more. Now, one of those is going to be in an upcoming giveaway. So I'm parting with it for you guys. Upcoming giveaway. Don't know when, but there will be an upcoming giveaway. The other 2 are in my stash, and I have opened one of them. Another very exciting thing, you guys. Versed Warm Dimension Bronzer Stick. This I got from Versed in PR, and I scraped every little bit out that I could possibly get. Will repurchase. Probably closer to winter because this is a great shade for my winter skin. It is more of a cool toned. This is in the shade August, and it is the lightest. I believe it is the lightest. It's a little bit more cooler toned, but not like contour stick cool. Just a cooler toned, cooler to neutral toned blush stick, bronzer stick. And it was lovely. I freaking loved this. Let me see. It didn't have, you can see, it didn't have a whole lot in there, but I will repurchase this. Believe these are $14. Yes. Loved it. Loved it. I have a whole concealer. I finished the NYX Professional Makeup Bear With Me Concealer Serum. Thank you again, Dawn. Thank you for making me get this out of my stash and use it. It was a great concealer. It did not make my under eyes look crepey, dry, crinkly, whatever. I will repurchase this once I finish. I have 2 other concealers that I do like that I need to finish first before I repurchase. This will be repurchased. Love it, especially for more mature skin because it does not show any texture under my eyes. I have 2 mascaras, Holy Grails. I do have a backup of this one. I do not have a backup of this one. This is the Maybelline Lash Stiletto. If you've followed me for a while, you know that this is my favorite. Have not repurchased yet. Have not. This is the L'Oreal Air Volume. Did I say Maybelline? Maybelline Lash Stiletto. I feel like I said L'Oreal. Probably not, but I feel like I did. I just want to tell you the right thing. Maybelline Lash Stiletto. L'Oreal Air Volume. First 2 coats, lengthening, separating. Second 2 coats, volume. They're besties. They work very well together. And then my last makeup empty is the NYX Glitter Primer. You know, I've been seeing a lot of things, a lot of people talking about how this little thing breaks on them. I've went through 2 of these, and I've not had that happen to me. So I don't know what I'm doing differently, but yeah, it is completely empty. I already have my backup opened, and I'm using it. Now, when I use my special shadows, Divina, Cleona, any of the special shadows that I have, I use the Divina Specular Sparkle and Shimmer Base. I find that it is better. It is a better eyeshadow base. But for everyday makeup, then this stuff's amazing. I did repurchase a few months ago, and I finally opened it. So those are all of my makeup empties. Just kidding. I have one more. MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I bought 2 of these during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I will buy more during the next 21 Days of Beauty if they have it. I will not pay full price for this, even though it's worth it. I am just cheap. I will not pay full price for this. I'm sorry. I'm frugal. I'm not cheap. I'm frugal. But I will not pay full price for this, but I will buy it when it's on sale because it's lovely. I do have a couple of declutters. First, I have 3 brushes. These are Shop Miss A brushes that I use for my cream makeup, cream blush, cream bronzer. They're amazing. They're very old. They are so old. They're at least 5 years old. You guys, they were $2. And the only reason they were $2 is because they also come with an eye brush that is like, these are angled. They come with an eye brush. They look like this, which I love for blending out concealer and putting on eyeshadow primer, all of that. These 2 come together. I've already replaced them. So these are going in the trash. They need it. They're tired. They're starting to shed. You can't see it, but they're starting to shed. And then the other 2 declutters I have, you guys, I bought these from Temu like, I don't know, over a year ago. And Poudiere, I think is what the brand name is. And it was when I was just starting my sparkly lipstick era. And these are a liquid lipstick, and they are beautiful, but they are so grossly dry. I think it just says 8. I don't think it has an actual shade name. And then there's another one that I got. They're very pretty, but they're very dry. So, you know, I love me some frosty lipsticks. You know I do. But I'm just going to stick with things I know because those were terrible. Do not recommend. So let's talk numbers. My beauty empties equaled $136.50. Not as high as my beauty empties usually are, but as I've said before, I've used up most of my bougie skincare. I'm probably not going to have very high beauty totals maybe for the rest of the year. I have a couple things that I'm working on that might be a little higher priced, but yeah. But my makeup empties, this time totaled $199.97. So almost $200 for my makeup empties. And so that is a total of $336.47, which is nothing to sneeze at. And so year to date, my beauty empties year to date is $1,095.94. And my makeup empties year to date is $598.67 for a year to date total of $1,694.61. So almost $1,700. I don't know if I'm going to reach my $3,000 goal for this year, but I'm still really happy of what I've finished and the makeup products that I've been able to go through. One other thing that I have that's a declutter that I almost forgot about, I don't have it with me because I returned it. In my purchases last month, I showed you a Flower Beauty serum. I'll put a picture right here. A Flower Beauty serum. It was like a glowy primer serum type thing, and it was not good. I did not like it for myself. It made me look sticky. It made me feel sticky. I didn't like it, so I returned it. So just to be transparent about that and let you know that no, I did not care for it. During the month of June, my bestie and I went shopping. We did. We spent a whole day shopping. We shopped until we dropped. And we went to Sally's. We went to Bath & Body Works, Marshall's, Old Navy, but that's clothing. I feel like we went somewhere else, but I can't remember. Maybe not. But so Bath & Body Works, semi-annual sale. I purchased some things. So I repurchased my Sleepy Smells. These are my Sleepy Smells. I put this on before I go to bed at night. And this is the Sleep. This is the Aromatherapy Sleep. And it is lavender vanilla. And it smells lovely. I spray my pillow. I spray it myself. It zens me out. It helps me sleep. I bought another aromatherapy that I had never tried. This is called Renewing Forest. It says with natural essential oils. It does not tell me any scent notes, but it smells so fresh and so green, and I love it. It's perfect for summer. And then I bought some body sprays. And I'm not a big fragrance person, but I do like to wear body sprays at work. So I bought several. Let me put my glasses on. Better, but not great. Okay, so I bought the Platinum. And it just says Fine Fragrance Mist. It's supposedly a dupe of something, but I'm not sure what. If you know, let me know. Put it in the comments below. Sparkling Bergamot, Silver Blooms, Patchouli Musk. I don't like patchouli as a main star, but as a supporting character, I do like patchouli. I like it in like as a support. I just don't like it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to smell patchouli. But if it is a scent note in the fragrance and it just adds to that, it smells very nice. So I bought that. I bought the Forever Red Vanilla Rum. And this is Jasmine Petals, Decadent Vanilla, and Cashmere Woods. And I mean, it smells pretty good. It smells more perfumey than natural, kind of like, I like natural. And then I bought Vanilla Romance, and the scent notes are Fresh Cardamom, Vanilla Absolute, and Captivating Woods. These two do kind of smell alike, but they're not the same. There's a little bit deeper vanilla in this, and I will probably use this in the fall and winter. And then I have these three, and they all look the same, but they're not the same. This is Vanilla Suede, Cozy Vanilla, Brushed Suede, Crisp Linen. This smells very warm, and I love the smell of that. It reminds me of something, but I can't remember what. I can't place it. It almost smells laundry-like, but warmer, if that makes any sense. I have Sun-Washed Santal. And this is Italian bergamot, white violet, and amber wood. Again, it's a very warm fragrance. Probably will use in the like summer going into fall. And then this is called Amber Blush. And this is warm amber, fresh jasmine, and oak moss. And again, such a great scent. It almost smells almost masculine, but not quite. I love the scents that are right there on the border between a masculine scent and a feminine scent. And that is what this is. Love them all. Love them all. In that same shopping trip, I told you that we went to Marshall's. Marshall's was terrible. Marshall's had like no makeup worth a crap at all. I was shocked because usually they have a table that has like at least like Morphe palettes, and then sometimes some ABH palettes. Like they have sometimes some Pat McGrath. Like they have a good selection usually. They didn't have anything. It was terrible. But they had some beauty items that I was interested in that I did buy. So I bought this Curlsmith Root Boost Uplifting Spray. So I'm going to try this, and this was $14.99. Bedhead. I've used this before. I love it. This is After Party Super Smoothing Cream. I will use this as a curl cream, and it's really good about, it's really good for like combating frizz. And then, Holy Grail. I told you might see this again in my purchases. $10.99. Oh, this was $10.99 also, I believe. Yeah, this was $10.99. $10.99. Bedhead Queen for a day. This was in my empties. Love it. So that's all I bought at Marshall's, you guys. Like, yeah. I bought like some shoes that I ended up taking back because they didn't fit. And some home items and stuff like that. But as far as beauty products, that's what I bought. This, you guys, personal care, Shea Solutions Frizz-Free Curl Mousse. This is the Dollar Tree dupe of the Shea Moisture Curl Mousse, Frizz-Free Curl Mousse. And this is amazing. When I was talking about the short that I filmed with my midweek refresh, I used this in it. I will continue to repurchase this as long as I can find it because it is really good, and it's $3. $3. I will continue to repurchase. And then the only other beauty items that I have purchased, these are from Amazon, and they are my Grow Kiss Cleansing Balm. You saw that in my empties. I normally will buy one when I start my final one that I have in my stash, but there was a sale. I used to have this auto delivered, but I've gotten so many on sale recently that I paused my auto delivery. So yes, I have 2 of those. It's lovely. You guys, I almost forgot. I purchased this. I have one of these in my empties for 2025. You'll see that the end of the year, beginning of next year. It took me almost a year to a year and a half to get through. And this is the Ouidad Advanced Climate Control Heat and Humidity Gel. This at Ulta is like $75. I found it 2 years ago at Sam's for $30. And that's the one I had used up. Well, my supply house where I go to buy my color, it is a professional place. You have to have a license to buy anything there. Where you have to have a license to actually go in there. So I went looking because I remembered that they now carry this brand. $38. Regularly $75 in Ulta. I got it for $38. So I'm very happy to have it for $38. Oh my gosh, yes. And this will take me over a year to finish. But this is my Holy Grail gel. It's very thin. It's more like a glaze. And it is great for summer and anytime there's any type of humidity. So excited. So excited to have that back in my life. So during that same shopping trip, when we went to Ulta, I bought 4 things. Actually, I bought 5 things, but one of them is going in a giveaway. I bought 2 of the 6-pan Morphe palettes, the new 6-pan Morphe palettes. I returned them. They were nice. They were really nice. They were not fantastic, and I wanted them to be fantastic. And the only reason that I took them back is because I have those same color stories in so many palettes for not being fantastic, for just being nice. I took them back. But in that same trip, though, I did buy the Morphe Solo Artist. This is a priming cream shadow. This is a dupe. Supposedly, that's what people are saying. It is a dupe for the MAC paint pots. And this is the shade Debut. And it is supposedly a dupe for the Painterly. And all I can say is I've never used the MAC paint pots. But this is great. This is an amazing eye base. I love it. I use it almost every day. I try to use some of my Ulta, because I do love the Ulta Mineral Matte Veil primer. I love it. And if I'm using my special shades, again, I use my Divina Prelusion eye base. But this is amazing. I highly recommend this. I do. It is great. And then the other thing that I kept from that shopping trip is the NYX Duck Plumping Lip Liner. I have thoughts on this, you guys. I have thoughts. So, this is in the shade Filament, and I love this shade. That is the shade. It matches so many things. It goes with so many things. The thing about this that I don't like the shape. I featured this in my Glow After 50 Get Ready With Me. It was my monthly collab with Leanna Dalton, and I used this. I don't like that tip. I am dealing with that tip because I love the formula. This formula is so great. It does burn, though. I was not expecting a solid lip liner to burn, but it did. It did burn. But I do love it, and I will possibly purchase other shades of that lip liner. I put in a MAC order, you guys. MAC had 40% off. They did. I ordered a MAC Glow Play blush. Actually, I ordered 2 of them. I ordered 2. I have 1 because they shorted me 1 blush. They said they were sending it out. They haven't sent it out. I just talked to them again. They said they're sending it out. But this is called Blush Please. And it is so pretty. These have been on my wish list for so long in my Ulta cart. I don't know if you can see. That is what it looks like. It is a beautiful blush. I love it. I'm so happy I bought it. 40% off. I will buy MAC all day long at 40% off. The other one is called Plush Pepper. It is more of a deep berry red. Yeah, I don't have it yet, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm hoping it comes soon, because if not, I'm going to be really mad. I am not impressed with MAC's customer service. I'm just saying, I'm not impressed at all. I have 3 of the MAC Frost lipsticks. Frosty lipsticks, you guys. This is in the shade, is this Plum Daddy? No, this is called Fabby. And it's beautiful. That is what it looks like. I have been wearing these pretty much nonstop since I bought them. I just kept them in the boxes because I wanted to remember to show you guys. This one is called Plum Daddy. And it is also very beautiful. And that is what that looks like. Slightly darker. And then I bought one for fall. And the one for fall, I can't wait to use it. It is just called O. And it is a brown. And it is so pretty. I love that. I can't wait to wear that. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be more of a fall thing. And then the last thing that I bought from MAC, I bought an eyeshadow palette because I was kind of disappointed about the Morphe 6 pans. And I've never owned a full-size MAC eyeshadow palette. I have a couple of little singles that I got from Z. But if that's not an Andi palette, you guys, $20.50. It is beautiful. I've worn this twice. I love it. It is stunning. So I also ordered from Bobbi Brown. She had a sale, and another thing that's been on my list for a long time is the Bobbi Brown corrector stick. I thought maybe that it would help to hide my dark spot. Well, it doesn't. I don't know what it is about this dark spot. Nothing covers it. Absolutely nothing covers it. It helps. It makes it not so pronounced, but it doesn't cover it. I still like it though, and I'm happy I got it. And I had a couple of breakouts over here, and it covered those perfectly. And then I got a mini of the face base. I've been wanting to try the face base. I've only used it a couple times. It smells so lovely. It smells like lemons, but people rave about it, especially women over a certain age. So I wanted to try it, and I do like it. I like it a lot. I still need more of a pore filling primer with it on, but it's very pretty. And then the last thing of purchases I have is from the Ipsy Drop Shop. I don't get Ipsy anymore, but I do still shop the drop shop sometimes. And I have the Natasha Denona Love Eye and Cheek palette. That is what it looks like. I have another one on the way because it arrived broken. I'm not going to open this up, but that shade right there is broken. It is underneath like a plastic thing. But I think that is a beautiful palette, and I am very, very excited to have it. And then the other one that I got another Natasha Denona eye and face palette, and I got the Glam face palette. And I think for fall, this is going to be stunning. And it did arrive intact. So there we go. There's the eyeshadows. That's the highlighter. That's the blush. These are cream products. Gorge, and I love it. I got two other things from Ipsy. I got the Laura Mercier caviar stick in the shade Rose Thorn, and it's beautiful. And that is what it looks like. So I will be using that as a liner and as a cream shadow. And then I bought a lip liner. This is from About Face. And the name of this, it is a matte, it's a fix lip pencil. Paper Romance is the color. And it's a very Andi shade. It's very, very pretty. So happy to have that. I've used it a couple of times. I really do like it. And so those are all of my purchases. Are we ready for the total? Are we? Are we though? So my beauty purchases were $119.46. My makeup purchases were $208.20 for a total of $327.66. So it's $227.66 more than what I had in my beauty bank. Now, the reason that I am completely okay with buying all of this is I got my quarterly bonus in June. So I did have more money to spend, and I put aside a couple of $100 just to buy makeup with. Also, some of these things have been on my wish list for so long, and the fact that I could get them for such a great price, I did that. I didn't impulse buy at all. These were all very thought out purchases. Okay, maybe the frosty lipsticks were an impulse buy. But the other things have been on my list for so very long. And the fact that I could get them so inexpensively, I just did it. No regrets. None. No regrets. Let me know in the comments, you guys. Tell me something exciting that you finished this month or something that you're really excited that you bought. Let's start a conversation. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.